Welcome to Phil Gordon's podcast from the 2005 World Series of Poker, brought to you by ExpertInsight.com. Phil is co-host of Bravo's Celebrity Poker Showdown, a two-time World Poker Tour champion and noted author. For more insight into the mind of a true poker champion, visit www.expertinsight.com.
Okay, we're just getting started in the $5,000 event at the World Series of Poker. Hour and 15-minute levels. Blind start at 25 and 50, 5,000 in chips. I'm starting at table 139. I've got Gavin Smith and David Oppenheim at my table. Looks like there's about 500 people starting this event. This is definitely one of the more prestigious events to win. See Paul Phillips in the house for one of the first times. He just had a baby, or he didn't have a baby, but his wife had a baby. All the other great players are around. Looking over some pretty tough tables here. The Agostino's around. We've got Tony Cousineau, David Gray. Oh man, it's a star-studded field. Antonio's at a good table. You'll be able to get a lot of chips early. Although I think he's been playing a lot of cash games. That could be a pro. Ooh, we got an all-in here on just this third hand of the tournament. Board's 8-6-5 deuce with two spades, and an early all-in from seat 6. No idea what's going on there. It looks like he might even get called here. That would be sick. Well, he looks like he will get. Well, I don't know. Player in seat 4 is in the tank and thinking about calling. Did not see how the betting went down on this hand, but this is going to be a $10,000 pot just to start here. It's one of the vagaries of playing an event like this. You really have no idea how people play the majority of the time, and sometimes you just have to guess whether they're itching to get out of here quick or playing very solid poker. At this stage of the tournament, if the guy doesn't have a 9-7 or a 7-4, something is seriously wrong. 8-6-5 deuce on the flop. I don't think he's going to get called. Anyway, I'm feeling a little bit rested. I went to see The Aristocrats last night, a new movie by Penn Jillette. It's basically 100 comedians telling the same joke, the Aristocrats joke. Joke goes like this. Family walks into a talent agent's office and says, "I've got a great new act for you." And the agent says, "Well, what do you got?" And the family of 4 proceeds to do completely disgraceful sexual and depraved acts at the end of the act. The talent agent says, "Wow, that's really something. I've never seen an act like that. What do you call yourselves?" And the punchline is always The Aristocrats. Very, very funny movie. Check it out if you get a chance. We're just underway, so any significant action happens, I'll be sure to get back and give you an up-to-minute progress at the World Series of Poker. We've played 5 hands in the tournament, and David Oppenheim has already busted a guy named Peter sitting on his left. David had the ace-high flush. Peter had pocket kings. Peter made one of the fundamental classic mistakes in no-limit hold'em, which is going broke with only one pair, especially with deep stacks. David, you put him a little on tilt there. How does it feel to be the chip leader?
You know, I'm ecstatic about my situation here, and I hope I can keep the good thoughts flowing.
Ace-high flush for David. He busted Peter. He's definitely a huge chip leader at the table. He's almost doubled up 5 hands into the tournament. That is not good news for the rest of the table. Yeah. Joining me here is Vince Van Patten, and Vinny. World Poker Tour had a lot to do with revolutionizing the sport. What do you think about these big fields in the World Series of Poker?
You know, Phil, it's amazing. I mean, what's happened to the game? It's just incredible. I miss Binions though a little bit. I mean, I know it's going to be down there the final day, and that's great. I mean, this is a huge arena. So many new faces. It's truly exciting.
A lot of people don't know, but and obviously you play a lot of poker, but you're actually a world-class racket sport specialist. Didn't you beat McEnroe at some point in like a big tournament?
I used to be. I used to be on the tennis tour. I was top 25 in the world. I beat McEnroe a couple of times.
What event did you won? Some event in
I
Japan or
won the
something?
biggest indoor event in the world called the Seiko, and I beat John McEnroe there, and beat his Geralitis and all these guys. But that was a long time ago.
Still get out and hit it around?
I very, very rarely. Now, I play more basketball, and I see you playing volleyball all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm no good at that, but I'll play with you sometime. I just want to.
Oh, this sounds like I'm getting set up for a bet.
There's something we have to bet. We got to do something. But no, I just love sports and just keep playing.
You play a lot of paddle tennis too, right? Down in LA at the down on the beaches, right?
Yeah,
a bunch of my friends play with you all the time.
I used to be the national champion 4 years ago. Now
Yeah.
I'm the second ranked player in the world. However, there's only 6 of us.
Yeah, there's 6 people that play paddle tennis down at the what beach is that? Down at Venice Beach. It's quite a scene. If you get a chance and you're down at Venice Beach, go check out the paddle tennis. You'll see Vinny there all the time.
Plus, there's little side games too of poker. So right there on the beach.
So Vinny, out of all the stops on the World Poker Tour, what's your favorite?
I'm partial to Paris. I just love going over there. The old casino.
That's my least favorite.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I hate that place.
I love the side games there. The big action side games.
Yeah.
Everyone's all in. So there's lots.
How do you like the people coming in with guns and making everyone lie on the floor and stealing all the money? How did you like that?
That's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just a wonderful little touch they have. No, that happened. That did happen. It could happen almost anywhere.
I don't see that happening down here at Harrah's with all the security guards, but at the Aviation Club in Paris, they have literally zero security. And this past year at the World Poker Tour event, we were there, and at about 4 o'clock in the morning, some armed bandits came in and made everyone lie down on the floor, stole all the money.
Well, it was a good poker game.
And scared the hell out of everyone. I heard that play resumed about 10 minutes later.
The important thing is it was a good game going on. So, what are you going to do?
Now, how many chips you have here in this event?
As you walked over near me, you sort of jinxed me a little bit. I hate to say it, but I just got knocked down a couple thousand. I've got about 3,000 in this event, but it's very slow right now. How about yourself?
4,500. So we're right in the same boat.
We will see.
You can't win it right now. You can only lose it right now.
That's right.
All right, thanks, Vince. If you ever get to a World Poker Tour event, Vince is there. He's partying like a rock star. He really is one of the good guys in the game. You do have a couple of famous phrases on the World Poker Tour. I'm sure that people tease you about it all the time. Just for the listeners of the show, can you just go ahead and just repeat some of your more...
Well, when a guy is trapped, I like to say, he's dug the hole, he's putting the branches and the twigs over it, waiting for his sucker to fall in.
All right. Thanks, Benny.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers. All right, we made it to the first break, an hour and 15 minutes in the tournament. I have 4,500 in chips, so didn't really get involved in any big pots. I had pocket queens under the gun. I made it 150 and got called in 2 places by pocket jacks and pocket tens. And the board was like ace, king, blank. So everyone checked, and then the guy made three of a kind on the river against me. But not much I can do about that. Very surprised I didn't get re-raised there. We busted 3 players from my table already, which is somewhat strange. It makes David Oppenheim has a huge stack on my left. Just going to continue to play solid. Blinds are going up to 50 and 100. But, that's still relatively small. I've got over 40 big blinds, and I'm feeling good. Right now, I'm going to walk around and find out what everyone has on their iPod. Just about maybe a fifth of the field are listening to iPods, and I think it'd be interesting to find out what everyone's listening to. My new poker music is Moby. I'm listening to Moby's play, and let's see if we can find out what some other professional poker players are listening to. Okay, this is first of what you're listening to on your iPod, and your name is?
Brian Wilson.
And Brian, what are you listening to?
I'm actually listening to a song named Brian Wilson by the Bare Naked Ladies.
Did they write it about you?
Now about the fat guy from the Beach Boys.
Oh, well, that's not about you. And do you change the music based on your short stack or big stack?
No.
No, just always the Bare Naked Ladies.
Just let it play randomly. Tom Petty, Bare Naked Ladies, Elton John, bunch of different stuff.
All right, that's one. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks.
John D'Agostino, what do you listen to on your iPod?
Depends what kind of mood I'm in. When I'm in a good mood, I listen to country. When I'm in a bad mood, I listen to rap.
And what was the last song played on during the tournament today?
Some Eminem song.
All right, thanks.
For listening to you.
Robert Williamson, what do you listen to on your iPod during poker tournaments?
A little bit like John, I have a wide variety. I go all the way from Enya and Yanni over to 80s like Erasure, New Order.
Listening to Enya and Yanni.
Then I go all the way to Evanescence. So I'm kind of the same thing. I listen to a vast variety, but a little bit of country thrown in too. A little George Strait, a little Garth Brooks.
When you're short stacked, what's your favorite song to listen to?
something goes da-da-da-da, 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 like techno or something really hard.
All right.
Because then I want to push.
All right, thanks, Robert. Bob Ralbos, what do you listen to on your iPod during poker tournaments?
Miles Davis.
Miles Davis. Do you change the music based on short stack or big stack?
No.
You don't.
I listen to Miles Davis or John Coltrane, and then sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit sleepy, I'll listen to something to wake me up.
All right. That's Bob Ralbos. He came in second at the Mirage. He won over $1 million in tournaments this year. Okay, and your name?
My name is Chris Swindle.
And what are you listening to on your iPod?
I am listening to Van Halen.
Van Halen. Do you change your short stack or big stack? Do you change the music you listen to?
Yeah, if I'm not doing well, then I'll switch to a different playlist.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Mike Mattisau, what do you listen to on your iPod at the poker table?
I listen to Coldplay, Radiohead, YouTube, Eminem, whatever.
If you just win a huge pot and double up, do you change the song to something a little bit faster or slower? Or?
No, I turn my radio off and tell them all what a bunch of idiots they all are.
Thanks, Mike. Right after that interview, Mike Mattisau says, I just got it all in pre-flop with Jack 3 offsuit against 2 queens and doubled up. Wow, that's quite a play, Mike. Stick with your playlist on your iPod. Hey, Duke, what do you listen to at the poker table?
I've been listening to a lot of Jack Johnson recently, and then I listen to the Vital Femmes on the White Stripes.
Do you change it if you get short stacked or have a big stack?
No, I do it kind of by what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
You know, which I guess can change with...
If you're in a gambling mood, what's your favorite I'm in a gambling mood song?
Seven Nation Army.
All right, that's Annie Duke. Thanks, Annie.
Yeah.
Antonio Standiari, what do you listen to on your iPod?
Eminem, some Eagles, you know.
Does it change based on your gambling mood?
Yeah, if I'm stuck, I'll listen to like mellow music. If I'm winning and playing good, I'll listen to like Eminem. You got one shot, you know.
All right, thanks, Antonio. Good luck. All right, well, we're on our second break. Last hand before the break, I had 2 queens on the button and flopped the set and got almost back to even where I started from. I got about 4,500 in chips. Really been pretty card dead other than that, but still feeling like I got a good table to make some moves. There's Perry Friedman. Perry came in third yesterday. How'd that? You spent all the money yet?
Not yet. I'm waiting for the next Tilt Boy home game.
Perry, that 200,000 you won yesterday almost got you even lifetime for the Tilt Boy home game, right?
It's close.
It's very close.
I think I'm still a little bit under.
I've played Wednesday night poker with Perry every night for about 15 years. Perry is easily the biggest loser in the game, but he's won almost $500,000 now at the World Series of Poker, and that was a great performance. Were you a little sick to your stomach when the 2 queens ran up against Eric's aces before the flop?
Yeah, that was pretty rough, but you know, I had snapped aces earlier at the final table. Although that time I got it in when I was the favorite. It wasn't all in pre-flop. I had already hit my set when I moved all in.
Right.
But either way, I would have gone broke on that hand even if I hadn't hit a set. If we had pushed in pre-flop, I mean, post-flop I could have gotten away from it, but pre-flop, given the play, I could have easily gone broke that hand anyhow. So, you know, I was pretty pleased with my performance.
Are you playing today? 5,000?
No, I'm taking a day off, and I'll play tomorrow in the stud high-low.
You know, you've done good in that event before, right?
I've done well in stud. I haven't cashed any stud high-lows, but I've only played in a couple of them. So.
You've almost hit for the cycle. You've got a World Series of Poker bracelet. That's a first-place finish. I know you finished third twice?
Yep.
And 1/4?
And 1/4. And
so you just need a second now?
Yep, need to make a second. I've got all 4 final tables were in different events. I have stud, Omaha high-low, shoe, and no limit hold'em. So I got to put together the. If I'm gonna hit the cycle, I'll hit it in a new game.
All right. Good luck, Perry.
Thank you.
All right, we're down to the 4th break. I've got about 8,500 in chips. David Oppenheim is the chip leader at our table. We also have been joined by Chip Reese, poker legend Chip Reese. Chip's a little short stacked. He's got about 3,500 in chips. 3 different tournaments going on right now. We got the finals of the the pot limit hold'em event that I busted out in 27th. It's going on at the main championship table. We are also down to 18 players, or 16 players, sorry, in the pot limit Omaha. Chris Ferguson, Eric Seidel, John Joanda, all still in that tournament. A lot of excitement around, lots of spectators. For the first time that I've ever been around, they've made an announcement to the entire room asking people not to ask for autographs while players are at the tables. I think that's a little weird, but anyway, they made that announcement. And let's see, who else has a lot of chips? A lot of big stacks already. Chips are really flying at our table, and probably a lot of other tables as well. All right, bad news to report. There are 47 minutes to go in the $5,000 no limit. I just busted out. I did not play very well there after the break. For whatever reason, I felt like I needed to get my money in 75-25 a couple of times, and I came out behind on both of those occasions, and then I got it in 40% to win, and lost that one too. Definitely not a good feeling. I'm definitely not on my A game for today's tournament, but maybe a little tired after some of the previous no limit action and lack of sleep. Certainly no excuses. My opponents played very well, and they got their money with the best hand. That's all they could do. So we're down to 10 players with the Omaha pot limit. Chris Ferguson, Eric Seidel still in. Marco Traniello, the guy that knocked me out of the pot limit a couple nights ago, is still in just got knocked out on a 2-outer. Very similar to the way I went out in the pot limit event. I think they're down to about 6 up there. So it looks like Eric Seidel is going to make his second final table in a row. He has a lot of chips left in the Omaha high-low. That's an amazing accomplishment. Seeing that it's early in the afternoon and I got a lot of stuff I need to catch up on, I'm going to leave the World Series of Poker today. I will be back for tomorrow's event, I believe. What's tomorrow's event? I will not be back for tomorrow's event. I hate stud high-low. And then probably be back on Thursday. I think Thursday is another good event. So
Limit shootout.
The limit shootout on Thursday, yeah, I'll probably play that. That'll be fine. Anyway, not much else. I hope you enjoyed this version of the podcast. You got to hear what all the professional poker players are listening to on their iPods. I'm going to officially ban Pink Floyd from my iPod, considering I just made 4 bad plays in a row to get knocked out of the tournament as soon as I tuned to Pink Floyd. So Pink Floyd is being erased from my iPod. I'm going to go back to Moby. I'll go back to Peter Gabriel or something like that, but no more Pink Floyd. Cheers from the Rio in Las Vegas. This is Phil Gordon. See you tomorrow. Thanks for downloading my World Series of Poker podcast. Tune in every day for more insight and fun from the Rio in Las Vegas. This is Phil Gordon. For more information, visit my website, www.expertinsight.com.